Hello friends, my name is Venusaur and today I'm going to teach you how to beat the Team Go Rocket leaders in Pokemon Go. The three Team Go Rocket leaders are Arlo, Cliff, and Sierra. Their leads will pretty much always stay the same, but the other two Pokemon in their party will rotate. Each leader has a pool of available Pokemon to choose from, so it may be different each time you encounter them. This means it's a good idea to have a wide selection of Pokemon available, so if you lose the first time, you can try again with a type advantage. If you're a lower level player or don't have a lot of Pokemon at your disposal, you still can beat the Team Rocket leaders. It will take a little bit of effort, but there are a few tricks that can help make that a little bit easier for you. Let's head on over and cover a couple of those right now. Something to note about the Rocket leaders is that they will always try to use a shield if they have one. This means Pokemon whose charge moves require little energy, like Scissor's X-Scissor or Sunny Cherrim's Weather Ball, can burn down shields with relative ease. Secondly, if either player uses a charge move, or if you switch Pokemon, your opponent will stop attacking for a few turns. This means you can deal a little more damage and generate a little more energy than you otherwise would have, allowing you to deal to the enemy Pokemon. Now that you know all the tricks, let's take a look and see what they look like in action. Alright, first up we have a battle with Rocket Leader Sierra. I don't remember what her team is, I recorded this a while ago. I know that she leads with a Drowsy, so I'm likely going to be looking to lead with some kind of Dark-type Pokemon, probably a Tyranitar. I know that my Tyranitars, served me well very much in the past. I'm also probably going to go for, there's the Machamp and the Mewtwo. Machamp and Mewtwo are pretty good all-around attackers here. Pretty safe for whatever she decides to throw out, so should be pretty easy battle here. I'm going to start off and just gather a whole bunch of energy using Bite. That's super effective, really hitting that Drowsy hard. I'm going to be able to just spam fast attacks and take it out. If it uses a charge attack, I can shield, which I do end up going for the shield here. I likely didn't need to. The Dark type would have resisted the Psychic enough for me to not really have cared too much about that. But now I have enough energy stored up for a Crunch. And what I can do here is I can swap out real quick. See how that swap made the Sharpedo stop attacking for a few more turns? I actually only take 2 waterfalls of damage because I swapped when I did. And that'll leave me with enough energy for a Dynamic Punch here. I'll go ahead and pop the shield. I get a few more counters off before I go for the Dynamic Punch because I know that the Houndoom can't attack for those first couple turns. So I go ahead and pop the Dynamic Punch, we get the first shield off. I'll go for the second Dynamic Punch here. Sierra will, of course, shield that Dynamic Punch, and then I'll look to try to power it down with counter here, see if I can quick move it away. I get those 3 counters off before Houndoom starts attacking, and the next 2 to take it out. So that's an easy win. Notice how I manipulated the leader's moves there and the turns that they had available to them. Keep in mind how I used my switch effectively in order to stop the opponent from attacking for a few more turns, get a little bit of extra damage in there. With that being said, do get the Drowsy, it's not a shiny. Let's go ahead and move on to the next battle. Okay, next up we have a battle with Leader Arlo. This one I also did not watch ahead of time. I know that Arlo leads with a Growlithe, so I'm likely to lead with some kind of rock type here. Maybe a ground type. Garchomp would be a good choice there with the Sand Tomb. That's a quick one. I can take out shields pretty quickly with that. Let's see what I do end up going for. Probably, there goes the Rampardos there. The Smackdown definitely going to do a whole lot of damage to that Growlithe. May not even be able to get a charge move off before that Growlithe ends up going down. I'll likely go with the Mewtwo here for the second slot, and probably some kind of like Machamp or what am I going here? Fire? Am I going with the fire? Oh yeah, that's right. Arlo has a Scizor in the back sometimes, so gonna go with the Heatran on the end just to make sure that I can take out that Scizor if need be. Oh, let's see. We're gonna smack down this Growlithe a couple times. Ooh, look, it does so much damage. I likely won't even need to hit the Rock Slide. Gonna shield this probably. Yep, just for good measure. I do like to shield those because sometimes those, even the lead Pokemon can do a lot more damage than you expect them to, even if you resist it. Gonna be able to take out the Growlithe there because it can't attack, can't really do anything. There comes a Steelix. So what I'm gonna do here is just go ahead and swap into my Heatran. I'm going to try to get as many flamethrowers off as possible. This thing is going to bite me down quite a bit. I do not like this Steelix at all. Gonna go for a flamethrower here. Of course he's going to shield it. Not really a whole lot I can do about that, but just use my energy as I come across it. Get a few more fast attacks off here, get some chip damage in. Likely to not hit a flamethrower before that, but now that he's gone for a charge move, this means he'll end up doing a little bit less damage to me. I'll be able to get a little bit more energy off than I otherwise would have had he not thrown that, had he just continued to go with the fast moves there. But now that I've got enough energy, I go for my second flamethrower. Gonna go ahead and get the last shield there. Gonna be able to get a few more fast attacks off. My Heatran's gonna die here. That'll be okay. I can simply bring in the Mewtwo, get a little bit of damage off here on that. Likely we'll go ahead and go for the Psystrike. Yep, there we go. Psystrike is a move that takes a little energy to charge up fully. It's very much like Blast Burn in that regard. Salamence to cap it off here. I do still have that Rock Slide charged up from my Rampardos. So if I can't kill it with the Psystrike from the Mewtwo, I'll be able to come in at the very end and throw off a Rock Slide and get rid of this Salamence here. Oop, actually, sure enough, I go ahead and go for the switch, and then I go for the Rock Slide. Go ahead and take out that Salamence and make it an easy battle. So here, we'll go ahead and finish off that Arlo battle, claim ourselves a Shadow Growlithe, and then we'll move on to the next battle. So we'll see you there. Unfortunately, no shinies. I do know that much, so we'll see you in the next battle. Alright, we're back with a battle with Leader Cliff. Once again, this is a battle that I have not seen just yet. I am going to be playing this by ear. I know Cliff leads with Ammonite, I believe. Right now, I believe Cliff's lead is going to be Ammonite 100%. As soon as I get into it... Oh, am I going to heal first? Okay, well, maybe I'll do a little snippy snip edit real quick. Alright. So yeah, I believe Cliff leads with Ammonite here. I believe the other two Pokemon he can have are like Onix. I think he can have an Onix. Other than that, I'm not entirely sure. I don't keep up with a lot of the Rocket Leader teams. Generally, I just go with whatever I think will be best used, which typically is a Machamp or something like that. Tyranitar is also good. Mewtwo's are good for this. Heatrans are good for this. Pretty much anything with a lot of resistances. For the second, we see it is an Onix here. That's going to be very fruitful for me because my Machamps can take it out pretty easily. Yeah, Onix doesn't really stand up to Machamp at all. Onix is just going to go down here. I'm going to pop the second shield. This Machamp's probably going to go down, but I have the second one in the back, so not to worry. We'll be taking this Onix out with a Machamp 100% up, and switch into my fresh Machamp, get a few more hits on, get some fresh energy on that Machamp, and it's a Tyranitar in the back, so good choice from me here picking the double Machamps. Tyranitar going to go down after one Dynamic Punch here, and that's going to be all she wrote for Tyranitar. That double weakness really hurts. So very important. Machamps are probably the safest investment you can make. One of the strongest fighting types in the game, right next to Conkeldurr. If you have a whole bunch of Timber you can trade with your friend, you can evolve those pretty much for free. I think it's like 50 candy to evolve into Girder, and then it's free after you've traded it. So yeah, very interesting stuff. No shiny, unfortunately. So yep, that's Leader Cliff. Thank you for taking the time to check out my video. I hope it was as informative as I meant for it to be. If you like this content, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon for the notifications. Also check me out at Twitch at twitch.tv/Benasaur, and also on Twitter at twitter.com/BenasaurGX. Thanks again.